It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Vikes and the Bucs, and it's coming up next.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Tampa. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, but they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They give it to Peterson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
This is our time. Our time.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Peterson running right. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, it's Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Back to throw here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 6 yards left on second down. McNabb. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now it's McNabb. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Here's McNabb. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, McNabb. He finds his man, complete. It's Dunn. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 4. Out of the gun, McNabb. Forced out to his left. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. From the gun, here's McNabb. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the defense It's coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up forward.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Suckup now for the Tampa Bay field goal. Suckup's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, Peterson again. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from this inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, it's McNabb. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
You got it! You got it! You got it!
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. McNabb to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dunn. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that That time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a first down throw, McNabb. Airing this one out for Evans. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up second down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now McNabb. Johnson's got it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Quick completion here to Johnson. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab as the Buccaneers tag on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion. cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point put through by Sucker, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And finding the tight end Rudolph. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the... And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the rule on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That one caught by Carter. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and 6. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you a stone's throw away. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 1st and 10, McNabb. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. McNabb. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now it's McNabb. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's McNabb. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass. It's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets us forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, McNabb. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Over the middle, complete. It's Dunn. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. 7 yards to pick up there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now a 2nd down and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I
I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football. Low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I